What's up, everybody? Let's see what we can do here. There we go. Looks like it is working. All right, so we should have some music in the background. We should have audio being picked up. We could probably check that. Let's actually take a look at the stream and see what we got going on. All right. All right, so we're gonna test some audio here. We're gonna see if we can't make this work. So if it worked fine on the recording, why is it not working fine? All right. Does that work better? Is there any audio coming through there now? Must be a no. Still no audio, G?
No.
Very interesting. Oh, what about now? Any audio? How about now, Gretchen? Can you hear me?
No.
Interesting.
Like, I can hear you, but there's no music.
Oh, so you could hear me?
Yes.
Just there at that last minute,
Yes.
not the whole time.
No.
All right, go sit down. I'll see if I can get the music working. What about now? You hearing the music or are you just hearing me?
I can hear the music.
Okay, good. So you can hear both me and the music, right?
Yep.
Excellent. Thank you. All right, there we go. I did all sorts of crazy work on the camera setup and the mic setup and had everything working when I tested it by recording earlier. And all of a sudden started up the stream and it didn't work. So, had a little troubleshooting and we are good to go. So welcome to the stream. Welcome to yet another Saturday after a ridiculous week of noise and chaos and nonsense and people doing really good things for really good reasons and fighting back against people doing really bad things for no reason at all, it seems. So, all good. As is usual on Saturday nights, we're going to zen out a little bit and we are going to play with some Legos. And for those of you who didn't see last week's stream, we are working on the UCS A-Wing. So, here's the box. It looks like that. It is set 75275. It's the newest of the Ultimate Collector Series Star Wars kits, the A-Wing fighter. We got through the first 3 bags last week when we did this, and we'll try to get through as many as we can here in the next couple hours. So jump into chat, come hang out, grab a drink, and we'll just chill. And we'll build some stuff and we'll hang out. And the kids are here this weekend, so they will be hanging around and getting ready for bed and may stop in and say hi to the stream. So good stuff all the way around. Happy Saturday, everybody. We made it. All right. So we are moving on to bag number 4. Looks like in bag number 4 we're going to build out We're gonna build out the nacelles on either side. So it looks like these, the white pieces that are going to be the frames for the wings or the vertical fins that are over there. So we've got lots of, whoops, caught it. We've got lots of white pieces, lots of big flat pieces, lots of these rounded blocks. We've got one rounded block that has some gray on the tip of it. Nope, two of them. So it looks like we've got some for the end there. I don't know, are there any more? Nope, I see 1, 2, and aha, there's 3. So we've got some highlighting for one of the wingtips. We've got more of our favorite blue axle pieces that are going to tie those horizontal and vertical parts together. And we've got a couple Technics pieces here we used to put away. So I think of all of the bags we've done so far, it looks like this may have the most number of actual pieces. There seems to be an awful lot of them, but all relatively small pieces. So we've kind of framed out the infrastructure, and now it looks like we're going to dig into building out on top of that. So with that, we'll go ahead and get started on step 149. All right. I know this is kind of ridiculous. Like, I'm just building Legos and everybody's hanging out and watching, but it really has become one of my favorite things to do on the weekend. Just calms my brain after all the rest of the crap that's been going on. We're gonna need one of those and one of those and a little tiny one like that, and a round red dot. And that'll go ahead and get us started. It looks like, let's make sure that we can see what's going on here. So we're going to start back here on this side, and I'm going to go like this. Goes on there, goes on there. All right, not too bad at all. And next up, we need another one of those. And we're gonna do some more, looks like white flat pieces across the top there. We're gonna need 2 of these. There we go, that way we can kind of see the pieces we're working with. We need 2 of those, we need 1 of those, we need 1 of these, and that looks like a 2-piece, so 1 of those. We're going to go over here on this side, so we'll go there, and there, and there. Let's push that back down a little more. Nope, see, look at that, I already messed it up. This piece is actually going to go over on the other side. Alright, fine. We'll use a separator tool. Get off of there. Wow, it did not want to come off. It's alright. And the little one should come off easier. Yeah, so we're gonna go with the 3-piece on this side and the 4-piece on that side. And then over here, I'm gonna finish this up with you 2. So now we've basically got the same coverage on both sides except for this little L back here. All right. Step 151. We need another one of those. And we'll pull one of these little flat guys here. And you go up top. And once again, I hate that you have to kind of line those up by hand because they don't have anything to guide them. And then I'm going to do another one of these inside there like that. And that's it. Nope, that's not it. We need the other one. And that goes on this side. So we're kind of mirroring the two sides. Whatever we build on one side, we are also building on the other. And now we have a side quest. Pull one of you, and we're gonna pull 3 of you. Like that, and like that, and like that. And now we're gonna start to use some of these curved pieces to level everything out. So we're gonna use the ones that do not have gray tips, not yet anyway. And then we put a plate on top, like that. And we're gonna run 2 of these in the back. Alright. Now we take the 2 off colors. These are not white, these are gray. No, brown, like a beige. We're gonna run those on here like this. And then I'm going to put you on the front and you over here next to it. And put you on there, and then the gray behind it. Facing in, and another one of the tan ones here in the middle. Alright, so far so good. Let's zoom in a little bit so that you guys can see kind of the side quest piece here better. And then on this side, we're going to put you there. You over here. And then on that front piece, we're going to take that. So now we've got kind of an L-shaped front that we can attach things to. And a gray one. Yeah, a gray one which goes on the opposite corner like that. So now we're just kind of extending that front L faceplate out. And then we're going to use those to make the facing of whatever this thing is that we're building. So there and there, and now we've got a nice smooth front to the piece. On this side, this side, we're going to throw you on, and then turn the page, and it looks like we've got a side quest to the side quest. So we're going to take this green one, we're going to put 2 of those on there like that. We're going to take our first 4 of these, which I was surprised it took us this long to get to them. There's certainly plenty in here, and we're going to feed them through the little Technic part. Like, get in there, like that, and like that. And it looks like we're going to attach those to both sides. Like there. And then on the other side, we're going to do the same thing. Like there. Alright, so we've got the green on one side, we've got the two axles, we've got the pieces sticking out, and then it looks like on one side we're going to hang two of the larger pieces. And then we take the whole thing and we put it in here like that. So we got it all attached. Still got these front ones available to be able to do something with, but it's up and running. All right, another side quest. We're going to take another one of these Technic pieces. We're going to throw two more blue studs in there. We're going to attach, so it's basically like we're doing the same thing as before, just without that bottom plate. Right, so we got those two on there. We're gonna do two more. Put you there. Put you there. Attach that to here. And then that whole thing gets put up above. There and there. So we've kind of got the double decker. One facing down, one facing up. One has that green flat plate on the bottom, so I assume we're going to put something on the top. And then on the front, where we've got all four of those open studs, we're going to cross those up and mirror what we did in the back with two more 4 stud long Technic pieces. Let's see if I can't get, does that help at all? Yeah, there's a little bit of extra light. I don't really like those LEDs because you can kind of see the shutter speed on the camera needs to be optimized for it, but I think it gives us a little bit more light there, especially for this little zoomed in stuff. All right, so we've got those two, and then we kind of set that aside, it looks like. Did we put that on? Let's go back up. Nope, it just says finish it up and set it aside. All right, and then do another side quest. 1 of you, 3 of you. This looks exactly the same way we did it before. And then we've got 3 of these ones without the gray tips. 2, 3. And then we've got some flat pieces. Got 1. 1, 2, 1. And flip it over. Throw our 2 sockets in there. Next page. Put our reinforcement pieces. A beige one there. And a beige one there. And we're going to take one of these little guys and put it in the back. Probably line us up for something here in a second. And then we add you. And we add you. Add you. And is there a white 2-piece as well? Yes, there is. We add you. So we got the whole flat piece laid out there. And I'm going to put you here and take another stabilizing piece and put it in the middle. Now we're nice and thick on the front. And then, same thing we did on the other one. Put these two pieces on there to form that side. There we go. And we add our little pieces just like we did with the other side so that we can frame across the front. We add that one there. And we add that one there. And then we put that front on. So we take you across like that, and then we round it off, just like we did before. Add you. Now it looks like we join these two pieces together, like that. A little bit of gap, which I think is probably planned, but we'll see when we flip things around here in a second. All right, so we got that there, and then the whole thing attaches to this side, and it says here, let's zoom out so we can get a better view. It attaches to this side. It says it attaches with that yellow piece right to the back. See how we've got this gray piece here? It's going to attach right to the back there. And I assume snap into place like that. So there we've got kind of the first little nacelle on the other side. And my guess is that next we're going to build the left side of it. So far, so fun. This is not a very complicated build. I think the first part where we did the like the two flat pieces and then pulled them up into the angle here and then kind of bolted them together was probably the most complicated, most interesting part of the build. The rest of this has been pretty straightforward. So we know what we're doing here, right? We take you and we put three pieces on here. I'm just excited we finally get to use the ones with the gray tips on them. All right. And we'll throw you on there. And we'll throw you on there. Throw you on there. And we put a plate in the back, like that. Flip it over. Put our hubs on. Put our reinforcement plates in place. Put our one little gray one up there at the top. Put our piece that's going to define the front. And our piece that's going to define the side. And we got you. Nope, not yet. We don't have you. Say that looked like there needed to be something else under there, and there should be. We gotta put you on there, and then we're gonna take the gray one. Get on there. And then we're gonna take this gray one right here, and put it there. So now we've got one solid flat piece to build. That's what I needed to do. And then we put you on, and then we put another stabilizing piece in the middle. All right. We go back to our side, just like the other 2 times we've done this. We add U in and U to make the side. And then we take our little pieces and we add U and U. This is really just, I mean, we've basically done the same thing now a couple different times. And now that we've got the front defined, we go ahead and throw our flat pieces on there like this. So we've kind of got our front bumper all defined out. We take U and put it here, just like we have before, and we're pretty much done here. All right, so we set that aside, and now we do this again, which again, same thing we've done before. It looks like we're just mirroring it on the other side. We can go ahead and do these pretty quick now that we've kind of done it once and I've made all of the mistakes that I'm probably going to make on here. And we know we're going to need 4 of those, so I'm going to go ahead and prep them just so I don't have to go back and do them over again. There's 1, there's 2, and now watch, I'm trying to be smart and prep them and they'll end up changing something up and I will have done this for nothing. But I don't think so. 3, 4. All right. So we take 2 of them on one side, like this. 2 of them on the other side, like that. Build you up, which is going to be our connectors, to the top of the wing like that. Set that aside. And then this one is the same way. We go there and there. And this. And then we connect that guy to him. And then we drop the whole thing in like that. All right. And we build the other side of the wing. So last one that we're going to use this pattern for, which is good because 4 is about my limit before I start getting bored with these. So we've got the 3 of you. Now we get to use the ones with the gray tips. Put those on there like that. Put you in the middle. Put you on the side. Flip it over and add our hubs and our reinforcement pieces and our one little gray dude so that we can align the front and front piece. And now here's something interesting. The other ones all had that L piece and this one does not. This one, at least not yet. Might just be on the next page, but this one just has a little guy to go there. I think maybe they've just done them in different orders to try to make it feel like you're doing something different. Yeah, I think that's probably what we're doing here. Because this is going to end up looking the same after all. There. We put, nope, not you. But you in there. Like that, so that we've got one big flat base. We drop our reinforcing piece in. Drop our angled block in. And then on the front, same as before, before. And same as before. So without even turning the page, I bet I know what's coming next. Yep. Got you. And we've got you. Then we put you here. And we attach the whole thing here. And we put our two facing tie pieces in so that everything is symmetrical. Everything looks just like the other side. Little gap on there, same as before. And then we attach that whole thing to this side, like so. Here we go. 2 engine nacelles, and my guess is the rest of this is going to be to tie the engine nacelles into the top, but let's see. Yep. So we've got you and you. And then we do the reverse, which is a fun way of squaring it off. I mean, we could have just done that with a block 4 plate, but now we get the line through the middle. It gives it a little bit of design flair. And then we add you and you. And then you and you. Alright, and we're going to take these two, and it looks like we're going to build from the front back. Hi there. You going to come say hi?
Oh, sure. Hello.
See? There you are. You headed upstairs?
Yep.
Okay. When you're done, let Ryan know.
Sure.
Okay. Got those two put in, and then we're going to take 2 of these and marry those in here like that. And then we're going to do 2 more. Looks like we're going to fill in that gap there by bridging it. So there. And there. Oh, now we've got little things to build, which I guess are with the rest of these pieces. So we've got a little control plate. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's got the printing on the front of the plate. And they try to put a light shining down to help with some of this for next time. But and then that whole thing snaps in there, and then attaches on there at an angle. Put you on either side, like that. Put you on there, like that. Put those two, and then this whole thing attaches. Oh, that's kind of cool. Like, see how they, here. Zoom in so you can see this a little better. So see how these pieces here, like they worked at an angle? We put it wasn't a 4 square block, it was a 3 with the kind of the corner cut off. Well, with that and with the fact that that whole thing's slanted down, this is going to fit kind of right into that space, so that we're covering that up just a little bit. But look at that, like that's really cool. They cut that out so that let's see if we can get a little better light on it, so that it fits kind of right directly into what we're doing. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's what I like about these UCS. They always do fun and interesting stuff. All right. So we'll put that over there with the spare pieces, and I bet we're on to number 5. Looks like number 5, we're gonna build this. We're gonna build this back off of here. All right. Before we get going, let's see how Twitter's doing here. All right. Well, that's kind of fun. That's kind of fun. All right. Bag 5 it is. Let's find bag 5. Here it is. Oh boy. Looks like we're going to, oh, it does have 2 things on it. These are cool. Like before I even open the bag, you kind of see these great big huge, get back out of there. Kind of see these great big huge wheels that are in there that we're going to use for the engines. All right, let's set that back there. And here's our pieces. Oh, we've got some yellow transparent. Always fun. Got our 2 big kind of wagon wheels. We've got a half dome, so my guess is that's going to go kind of on the outside. exciting. And 2 little bags. Let's see what's in the little bags. Ooh, here's the little pieces. Yeah, let's not lose any of those. It's going to be all our little decorations and all sorts of stuff in there. All right. So here we go. We're going to start with that guy, which you can't see at all because it is midnight jet black. All right. And we're going to throw these 2 on the bottom. And then this guy on the top. Then we build up a little bit around it with you and you. And then we put some wings on it. And the wings use this with you facing backwards, and then what looks like a little chair on it. So like that, and it attaches right in there. And so we got to do that twice. So we do you and you and you. It goes on here like that. Then we take this guy, and underneath we mount you there in the middle. So we got kind of a little step going on there. Take the white one, smack it right down the middle like this. And we've got 4 of you. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Build a little platform. All right. Round out the back. And this one. And now we put some of the little crud in there. Some of these little pieces that came out of that last bag. Put a little flat one in there. Put a little round dot in there. Put you there. Little round dot. All flat. Like that. Just kind of cleans it up. Makes it look a little bit better inside. Why don't we zoom in just a little bit so we can see what's going on here. Alright, then it looks like we just mirrored on the other side, so we're actually just going to build kind of all the way around. Two, and 3. Lost that one for some reason there in the middle. And now we've got more extra pieces. We're gonna do extra pieces in the middle here. So we're just gonna kind of do flat all the way around. So we've got rounded pieces for here, and then we've got these little annoying quarter rounds. They're gonna go on either side there like that. And you, and you, and then the same thing on the other side. So I just got a alert on my phone that started with influencer Jake Paul, and I just didn't even bother reading the rest of it. Nobody cares. Got you, and one more. There's supposed to be one more, right? Yep, there should be 4 of them. I've probably just lost it in the glare. There it is. It was hiding, but I found it. What's up, Josh? Welcome to the show. They want me to care. It's going to be a cold day in the morning before I worry about what's going on with Jake Paul, you know? Yeah, we can definitely do it on Skype, but we can do it on Discord. We can do it on anything. My big challenge at this point is, especially these UCS kits are fairly lengthy builds, and I mean, I got through, what'd we do, 3 bags last time, and we've been on for an hour, and we're halfway through the second bag. So it feels like if I only do this once a week, this is gonna end up being like a 5-week build for just one model. And may have to step it up and do this more than once a week. All right, so we got this whole thing done. We got it built out. It looks like that's going to be the back facing out. There's everything to attach it on. And this is what they're using to designate the top for us. And we're going to take that whole thing and let's zoom out here. We're going to take that whole thing and we're going to attach it on just like that. Make sure it all fits nice and snug. So there, it's attached. We've got all those little flat pretty pieces that we put around there. It kind of just sticks right in. All right. First side quest done. Yeah, I might do this. I might do this just for a couple hours as like a long lunch break or something on like Wednesdays. But that way I can do like Wednesday and Saturday. And we've been having people kind of stop in and jump out. Yeah. My daughter Gretchen is a huge fan of the helmets, and she wanted me to just keep building helmets on stream. And I was like, well, after you build the first one, it's kind of the same thing over and over, just with different color pieces. So we're gonna build spaceships. And she respected that. All right. The helmets are really well made, but tell me what you think about just the size of them. I was surprised at how compact it ended up turning out as compared to the size of the box, say. I'm not unhappy with it. It was a really fun build, but it seemed smaller than I expected it to be. Oh yeah, definitely. No, at some point I'll share pictures of the setup that I've got for all three of the helmets over there. But for whatever reason, like when I was taking it out of the box and putting it together, I expected it to be bigger. I teed that one up for you. I would have been disappointed if you hadn't followed through. All right, and then is that the right plate to put? Well, it's the only one, so I'm gonna go with that's the right one. So we build the frame, we put the white plates on top of it. Now it looks like we're going to build how it attaches. So, we got you. We got you. Let's see. Yeah, I was actually talking about it a little bit earlier. Like, it has not been a difficult build in general, but just how it was that they set up these two flat pieces to then angle together and fit, and then how they built in like where you put the control panel and how it ties into that whole thing was actually pretty cool. Like, it was a very cool process of kind of building the middle support and then building these two parallel panels that then came together to a point. Like, that was actually really fun. That's not one, like they use that a little bit in like the First Order Star Destroyer, where they do it on the sides, where they do the big panels that kind of fold over on top. But I've never seen it, or at least I've never used it kind of in the front the way they've done it here. And then all of the kind of pieces that you had to do to tie that in to make it work and look seamless was actually pretty cool. Yeah, it was yeah, the first bag certainly took a while. It hasn't been as bad since. But where are we? 237? All right. 237. We had also made a rule last week, Josh, that every 69 steps you have to finish your drink, because I decided that that was a good tradition that we were going to institute and then use on the stream going forward. It encourages everyone to not just focus on the building, but focus on the completely healthy aspect of social drinking as well. now that we got that, we got a little side quest here. The little side quest is going to be how we bridge the horizontal part of this with the vertical that's going to go on the outside. And they always seem to come up with new and interesting ways to make that work. So I'm going to put you on there like that. Little gray ring on the back, which is also going to be the gauge for how far that needs to go, so we can push it down. And then we put you on there. Put two of you in here. And then we finish out the square with the other one. But on this one, we do not put any black pieces down there. So we leave those two open, these two are filled. And then, I see, because we're gonna use the two that are already on here. So that gives us a nice easy way to know where that's supposed to go, because that's the only place that we actually need extra pieces. So smart the Lego guys are, so smart. All right, take you, and you. And it looks like this is going to be another one of those where we're just going to build the mirror of it, but rather than building the exact same again and getting bored with it, they've basically just put together a different instruction set for the same thing. So we're going to get to the same place. My guess is we're just going to build another one of these, but it doesn't feel like the exact same thing because they switched up the order of the instructions for us. Put you on there. And then we take you and you. All right, now we build our L's on the outside. Huh, really? Does that attach over there? That's interesting. So I assume it does. We put the two pieces in the L. And then it attaches through the inside of the block. Interesting. And then we put the yellow piece in there. Ooh. Let's try that again. All right. Yeah, I think that all lines up. And then we take this and push it through. That seems very convoluted. I'm interested to see what they're going to do with this. And then we'll put our last, no, almost last, view on there. Immediately cover it up with you. Did I just do all of that backwards? No, I see what I did. That whole set should have been put into the other block. Okay. All right. Great. grand, wonderful. I can fix it. Alright, so we go back a page. This one was done, and I should have set it aside. And then we should have done this on a whole new block. Look, Damien messaged me the other day and said that I gave off a very Bob Ross vibe with the Lego building. So I'm saying that that was not a mistake. It was a happy accident. And we're just building little spaceships here. Happy accidents, that's right. And this goes upside down. And then this goes in there. So not all that much different. And then that whole thing attaches to here. Okay, all right. Back on track, ladies and gentlemen. Back on track. And then we flip it over and we attach it to the one that we had already built. So you go there like this. You go here like that. I'm assuming look at that. That seems overly needlessly complicated. It's not fragile though, and it's certainly not going anywhere. All right. And then we attach that whole thing to the back of the ship. Let's turn this up sideways. And it looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attachment points where we went from not fragile to extraordinarily not fragile. Let's see if we can get all 8 of these on. Sometimes when there's so many of them and you have to have it lined up just right, particularly if they're new, it can be a little tricky. But I think we got it. Everything snaps together. Everything fits, and now that's just like a rock. Like that's, I mean, there's no flex in that whatsoever. That's crazy. And now, I bet we're going to take the exact same thing and build it on the other side. Yes, we are. First, looks like we're going to build the nacelle that goes on the side. Let's see. We'll put these on both sides and then run you across the top. I'm thinking if it was engineering that had to meet about the design of that, probably didn't take 16. If it was marketing, it absolutely would have been 16 meetings. You go right down the middle. And that's weird, there's like a hollow in there, which makes this piece kind of float around a little bit. Maybe we'll do something about that here in a minute. Now we need 2 of these. We're gonna take you and you. No, we're not. We're gonna take you and you. Yeah, because there's the other one. That's gonna go there. Like that. I'm gonna take you. You sound like you're speaking from experience there, Josh. Two more. Cranky Rex is following. Cranky Rex is probably about ready for bed, is what I'm thinking. I suppose it is vacation, right? Vacation and a Saturday. Cranky Rex is Ryan Dooley, who's been upstairs gaming with his friends most of the afternoon, and is probably going to come down here and hang out on stream for a little while at some point. I'm sure he'll go to bed eventually. Yeah, I'm always very torn because on one hand, days like today are the days that I would have been running around a field doing something all day long, but the kids and their allergies are just terrible. And so I always feel bad. On one hand, it's like, get outside and let's go do something, and then on the other hand, we do that and then everybody pays the price for it for the next 2 days, and then I feel bad. So we took it easy and stayed inside today. We'll see how tomorrow goes. All right, so we got little guy built. Now we're gonna put the wagon wheels on the back. So, you know what I all of a sudden got not excited about? The fact that we're gonna build this one and then have to do another one. That's what I'm all of a sudden unexcited about. But here we go. On the end, and you there, like that. And then we stick this guy on top facing backwards. And then we put you two together. And we put you on there. And put you on there. And run that whole thing in like that. All right. Wagon wheel number 1, and they just roll, like they don't even attach to anything, do they? Nope, they just spin. All right, and then we throw one of these clear golden pieces in there after we've attached it to another golden piece. Get on there. I see, and the little golden piece that we're putting in there has a cross section through the middle, so that'll end up being how we tighten it down and keep that from spinning. So smart. And we add 2 more of these. Like that. But it doesn't smell as good as the lobby of a W hotel. And another wagon wheel. And we double up on this again with you. And you. We flip it the other way this time. All right. Nothing super fancy, but it does the job. Kind of holds everything together. And we set it aside. Next side quest. This one, I think this one's gonna give you Saturn V PTSD, Josh. Because it's your favorite kind of rocket body pieces, but there's only one of them, so I think we'll be all right. And 2 more wings. Let me stick you on there. Oh, stickers, yay. All right. What do we got? Sticker number 1. Oh, great, they're gigantic. So not only is it a half cylinder, your favorite, it then also has a sticker that needs to go on it. And it goes sideways. All right, hold your breath. I almost nailed it. Almost nailed that. That was so close. There. Boom. I like to get that first corner close and just let the static kind of pull it in, because if you can get this line right, and we can zoom in here so you can see it a little better. But if you can get this line of the decal kind of lined up with the edge there, you'll know that the rest of it's going to be symmetrical. And then we just nice and gently wrap it around, and boom, on this side we have the exact same line. Now, I would like to tell you that I nail that every single time. However, would not be the truth, but I'm pretty happy with that one. Good shit. All right. So now that we got that, we throw that guy down in the bottom. And then we build black and yellow. And plug it in like that. And then we attach this whole thing to this whole thing. Whoop, like that. All right, so it perfectly fits half of the piece that's in there. We've got to get it lined up. There we go. Later, man. Have a good night. Say hi to the wife and kids for me. All right. So there we go, we got it. Then we attach it. Wait, did we also attach that last piece? No, we just did that. We must have attached that other one before we got started. Oh, we did, see? I missed that part right there. So we got it, and then we attach it on here. Like that. All right, and now that we're back on track, throw this guy on here. Okay, and it looks like if we look back here, we've got one of those pieces that was kind of sticking through. It's just hanging out there. I think that's actually going to attach right onto there, and it looks like that might be the only kind of hard attach that we have. This piece, this tab, is actually going to slot down in, I mean, you can see it right there. There's a little slot that it's going to slide into that'll keep this from kind of wobbling out. But I think the only thing that it's actually going to attach to is that rod that's sticking out. Yeah. And then it comes down flush, and the tab goes in. And so it's got some stability to it there. It's not as put together as the other one, but certainly not bad. All right. And now we've got some, it looks like, detail piece to tie that into the rest of the chassis. Little dots, little dots. Where are we gonna go with you? We're gonna go here. And here. And here. And there. Is that right? I don't think so. I think that one's too long. Let's pull you off of there. I think we don't want the 8, we want the 6. Yep. And then we want you and you. Leave that one open. And that brick is also off by 1. Oop. Did something come off in there? I think it might have. But before we fix that, let's get that off there. Okay. Now we'll take that off and we'll fix it. Alright, so you are going like that. And there. Let me put you back on there. And then we slide you back on there. And then this guy is actually supposed to go all the way out to the end so that we've got a gap. Okay, that's better. We continue to follow up that line. We put the 8 piece in here so that it covers up both of those. And 4 piece there. All right, that's pretty good. Good and good and good. More little crap. Like that. And like that. And I don't know what the hell you are. I don't even know what that piece is that they're looking for. I mean, I assume it's just one of those, but who knows? And that's it. That can't be it. There's an awful lot of extra pieces. I missed a step somewhere, and I'm blaming the alcohol. Because there's too many pieces left over. Too many. There it is. Step 226 included 6 of these. 4, 5, 6 of those, which I totally missed. I somehow got the 4 on the outside piece. I did not get the 6 in the middle. Okay. And my guess is there's going to be those on the other side, which I also probably totally missed, so 225 and 226. Oh, Jeremiah. Well, let's start there. Because my guess is it was 226 and 227 that I missed. So this piece in the back, I wonder if we can just take that off without having to be a total disaster. I probably don't even need to take it off. Let's just hold it up like this and see what we can do. Yeah, I think, okay. Yeah, okay, so I should have put all of these on. 1, 2, see all of this in the back here, like I missed an entire half of this. I missed the pieces down the middle, I missed the trim on the top, and then once these go down, then this piece sticks in. And I just totally skipped both of those steps. Alright, and then we'll put this little bit in here. And you in there. And you. And you. And you. All right, so that's better. And then this goes in there like that. Okay, everybody's happy, right? Grand. This guy I'm also worried about. These little pieces, not so much. I mean, we always end up with little pieces left over. This one kind of worries me. So I'm going to flip through and see if there's anywhere in this build where there was a 4x1, like there, which would be for those guys. And it looks like there's supposed to be a piece underneath there, and I don't have it. Right? So, luckily also easy to fix. Take you and you, put you on there, and then we cover you back up with that guy and that guy. And then real quick, we're just going to do a scan and see if there's any of these little pieces that should have gone somewhere that I wasn't paying attention to. Nope, we got those two in there. Put that on. We put you on the top. We put the rest of the pieces on. We added in the flare. And our model looks like their model. All right. With that, I'm gonna take a quick bio break. Give me just a second, and I will be back. All right, we're back. Brief interlude. So we're all done with bag 5. Moving on to bag 6, which, whether we like it or not, looks exactly like bag 5. We're just gonna build the other side. Like Josh said earlier, dam symmetry. Is what it is. Get it out, get it done. Set you back there. Put the stickers over there. There's a debate raging in the house around which platform I should be doing this on, because as is most of the world, my kids are on Twitch way more than they're on Mixer. And I think they may have convinced me that the next time we do this, we're gonna try it on Twitch instead of on Mixer and just see if the process is any different. Okay, we got everything out. We got everything clean. Let's see if we can't do this one reasonably quickly. All right, we got all that put on. Now we're gonna do some detail. We're not gonna make the same mistakes as last time. We're actually gonna remember to put things like this underneath there, so that when we put it on here, it actually fits the way it's supposed to. And you flip it over. You go there. All right. And you. That as a way to judge where it all needs to be. Finish out the square. Nothing on the bottom, because that's where we're going to attach to you. All right. Set it aside. Around like that, and we're going to attach this guy again. 2, 4, 6, 8. We just got to find out if we can get them actually all lined up at the same time. Here we go. All right, got everything? Got everything. Now we do this side. that little guy here, and we flip it over, and we add this, and we attach it. We attach it like so. Get on there, punk. There's no reason for you not to go in there. Just being stubborn. There. Alright. Oh, we lost a tile on the bottom. That's okay. Problem fixed. You point backwards. You take the two of you and put you together. Like that. Blue circle, gray circle. All the way on. Wagon wheel. Barat yellow plastic. Two of you. Wagon wheel. Right. Set you aside. This. Two of you. You in there. You on top. And another sticker. Excellent. You know how I love the stickers. And this one is going on like this. So, let me zoom in and we'll try to do this one together. Why not? Okay. So we've got the edge. And what we're going to try to do, we're going to try to line the sticker up, and we can use, it'll, like as you get it closer, just static. We'll end up pulling it towards it. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to line it up with that top corner and then lay it. Oh, didn't get it quite straight. But as long as we've only tapped that corner, then we can always pull it off. We tap the corner. Look at that. Look at that. All right. So we got it in the top corner where we needed it. We got the line perfectly straight, and so now we can just roll it under a finger, boom. And we are clean, we are smooth, we are straight. Love it. Love it. All right. And then on the inside, we put that guy. And put you. And we attach you and you, like that. And this whole thing, just like the other one, slides onto the post. Is that off? I wonder. Yeah, I feel like this is off. I feel like this is too far back. So what's the deal? My bet is that I put the attaching post right there in step 300. I put the attaching post on the wrong side of this. So you got the 4 plate on the bottom and you got the little attaching post, and I think I put it on that side, so it ended up not fitting flush where it should. So let's try this again. Let's put you on there. Let's attach you in here. You're still gonna be a pain in the ass, but now we're flush up here in the front, which means when we go to put this guy on, he ends up being flush on there. Okay. And then we put the rest of the plating on. We put you here, and you here, and you here, and we've already got those back there. Got that there. And then we do big one here so that we can cover up both of those, and you back there, and you, and you, and you, and leave it like that. And like that. Good bag. Good bag. All right. It is 11 p.m. Eastern. We've made good progress. Bag 7 is going to be this part up here, and I think we can at least get one of them done before we knock off. What do you say? Bag 7. Bag 7. All right. Let's get started. Take you. And 2 more. And you. And one on the bottom. And here. Alright. And are we doing that twice? Yes, we are. So let's go ahead and build the other one. Alright, so we've got both of them. And we're going to do these on either side, and they're going to attach. We're going to attach right through the middle onto the only post that's out there. So if you look, you can see on the entire front there's only one post that's sticking out on both sides, and that's going to go right through the middle of this guy. So with the extra piece aiming forward, in, and then it seats on the bricks. So if we look at that here, we're going to go there we go, in, and then we seat on the bricks. Like that, so. Works good. And here we go. We're gonna go with you. The green on the back, and a gray on the bottom. No. In fact, before we get too far, I'm going to say, I didn't do that right. Where's my brick separator? It's a little bit of an issue that my brick separator, which is of course orange, let's do it this way, and my utility knife that my box cutter that I'm using to open the bags is also orange. So that could end poorly if I let it. So we're going to do that, and then I'm going to do you and you. And you. And you. And then we've got a two-step of these guys, those two, and just a white 2 brick that goes in there and in there. There goes there. And we flip it over and we put another bracing piece on right in the middle, and we put a little blue wing on right there, and then we put a whole bunch of crap on here. We take a green piece and we take a beige piece and we take a beige one of you, flip it over, put a little beige dot on, and we take you and you, do that twice. And those are going to go. Interesting, I think. No, it does go there. That's what it was. No, it was just one of them. But it's one on each side. I gotcha. What's up, Trouble?
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
What you doing?
I'm just gonna plug my iPad before I go to bed.
All right. That's better. All done for today? Did you crush everything you could out of it?
Yes.
Yeah? All
Good
right.
night.
I will be up in a little bit.
Okay.
Messed it up again. Alright, it goes there and there. So you go there. Okay. And then there's two flat pieces like this, which we're gonna put there. And there. And the other thing goes like that. And then put you Where are you, little bit? I got two that go that way. There you are. Just lost you in the sun. Flip you back over. Go here. Two of these, they're gonna go there and there. And then there's two of these, which are going to go here and here. And that is going to go. Oh, forgot the red piece. There. This whole stack is going to lay flat. Just like there. You and you. You attach to the front like that. Okay. Set that aside. Did we put you on somewhere? Nope. We just finished the piece. It's so funny listening to the kids get themselves ready for bed. Just the stuff they talk about. pieces go together like that. We're just going to connect with that strut that we put in there. And we got a couple other little things to put together here. But what do you attach to? I don't think so. What is that down there? I'm confused. Because there's nothing there. On 361, there's nothing sticking out. And then we attach it. Right? And we flip it over. And now all of a sudden there's something sticking out in 362 that I swear doesn't exist in 361 unless it's further up the stack. But even there, like 356, there's nothing sticking out. 1, 2, 3, 4. We put everything in place. There's our 1, 2, 3, 4. There's nothing on the back. So I have the piece they want me to build, but I don't have anything to attach it to. It's like there's supposed to be, it's like this is supposed to be there. But I swear to you, that step isn't in there. But it almost feels like this piece is supposed to go in there so that this can go on there. And now I have that little piece sticking out. And now this can go on there. Right? Okay. Well, we'll find out, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're supposed to build another one of those. Hold on. 2, 3. And you're supposed to attach to there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3. You this whole thing apparently sits on here. At an angle, and it looks like, here, I'll zoom this in so you can see it. It looks like this ball socket here is going to fit the ball that's there, and then this channel is just designed to fit around that plastic piece, so just to line it up and provide kind of vertical stability once it's on there. So let's see what we can do. Slide it on. Feel it snap. Yep, there we go. All right. We got a couple things to do. We've got a pin to put in here, I guess. All right. Obviously holding something together. And then we take you, and we put you here like that, which forms our angle that keeps us all together. And we're done. All right. Bag 7 complete. And with that, I think we're going to call it a stream. Thanks for everybody who tuned in. Thanks, Josh, for coming in and hanging out. Thanks to the kids for joining in and playing around. And yeah, that's it. Nice, relaxing Saturday that we don't have to think about the world burning down, which I know is a privilege to do, but sometimes is very necessary as well. So have a good rest of your weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy. And I think we're going to try this again next Wednesday. So I think we'll do Wednesday and Saturday so that we can get some of these larger builds, especially as we move into some of the bigger builds, so that we can get them done a little bit faster. So with that, signing off, and enjoy the rest of your weekend, everybody. Thanks.